Hey guys, it's Tazwhole here, Roman Tazwhole Tubecast. Now I'm here with XJayJayXD. How you doing, Mo?
Doing pretty good, my man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I just don't like snow. I swear. I know that sounds a little bit odd for Canadian, but I'll say this: like it's maybe like maybe good like 3 inches of snow. But then I'm like, I get off work and I'm like, I don't like to shovel. It's just a pain in my ass. Oh my god.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, where are you gaming from?
I live in Salem, Oregon.
Awesome, awesome. So
Yep.
so you're a gamer. So I was just curious. Do you broadcast to YouTube or do you Twitch?
I broadcast live to Twitch almost on a daily basis.
Okay, that's really good. Yeah, that's hands to you, man. Hands off to you because I swear I wouldn't be able to do that shit. I wouldn't be able to do that shit. Oh my god, daily. That's really good. But yeah. So
I'm hoping to expand to other platforms, but right now it's just Twitch for the majority of my time.
yeah. So how long you been doing it?
I actually just recently got back into streaming. It started back in June of this year. However, I used to have another Twitch channel from a long time ago when it was called Justin.tv. And I used to live stream from there when I was playing World of Warcraft competitively. But then, life gets in the way and all that stuff. So I took a break for about 4 or 5 years. And then I'm just like, you know what? I had so much fun doing it. And, everything's changing. There's a lot more games coming out. Technology is changing. So I figured, you know what? Why the hell not? Let's get back into it. And so I built my own PC, got all the gear, got everything, got the webcam, got all the microphone stuff. And here I am, dude,
That's
since
cool.
June of this year.
So I was gonna next question. I know like you've gamed for a while now, but I was gonna say like um going back to when you were a kid, like what was your favorite all time game?
Oh man, it was Legend of Zelda for the old school NES. I would play that all the time. That and Super Mario Brothers 3,
Do you remember?
like hands down.
Do you remember a Link to the Past?
Yep, I
That
still do, man.
that was awesome, man. I don't know, like yeah, that game that was iconic to me. But I liked really since I'm not of like I had one, I had all that old stuff. Like I remember when they had like Earthbound and all that lovely stuff. Oh my gosh. But
Yeah, man.
yeah, that's the times. That's the times. But me, that's just showing my age. But I'll say this: I love Zelda Ocarina of Time. That's my pretty much when it comes down to judging games, by gameplay. I'm like for story wise and length wise. I'm like, I like the one thing as I like about that game. It's very linear, but also at the same sense, it has a really good story to it. It's really in depth. Like you need so
Oh
many.
yeah,
You have to get an item to just
totally.
to get past this other area, and if you don't, it's gonna make it a lot harder. Oh my god, there's so many times I got freaking lost in those woods. Trust me, Skullboy. I swear, we have an understanding. Okay, I don't care how many. I don't care that you're dancing around and playing that flute, but we have an understanding. You stay the hell away from me. I stay the hell away from your mask. We're all good. Okay, so I was just gonna say so this is a question like this is a big question for a lot of people. I'm gonna say, why did you get into it? Why?
Well, like get into streaming again, or
Yeah,
just gaming in general.
gaming or streaming gameplay. Like, why'd you get into it?
Well, going back to about high school days, I'm a musician. I play drums,
Okay.
so I've always been in band involved with like rock bands and metal bands, things like that. And I've always like been a part of the whole entertainment thing. Getting to know people and having some sort of persona on stage. And I'm a completely different person when it comes to being on stage. And so I've also had this love for video games. So I figured, you know what? If I can entertain on an instrument,
Yeah.
I can entertain, playing video games and have fun with it.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of what I got into it, man. I was never one to do it for money. Yeah, money's cool. There's all these big time streamers that make a living off of it. That's kind of the goal for me. But it's it's something I don't focus on all the time.
Yeah,
You know,
it seems
people want to come to you and see that you're having fun and see that you're having a good time, no matter what, whether you're good or whether you're bad. You know, it doesn't matter.
yeah, it seems more and more
And I like
people.
doing that.
Oh, sorry.
You know, I
Yeah,
like having fun. And people said, you know, I have a very fun stream most of the time.
yeah,
Every now and then I'll do like a cosplay stream. Like I think
that's
earlier
cool.
today I was cosplaying Kylo Ren from Star Wars, and I had the whole getup and everything, and I started streaming, and you know, it's things like that. I love entertaining people, and it makes me happy, and it makes other people happy, and great.
Yeah, it seems that more and more people, when it comes down to like, they see the whole, they don't understand. Sometimes they see it on screen, but they don't understand. They're like, there's a, there's a almost like a uh, a a niche or a certain sine qua of, you know, even when you're presenting yourself on camera or when you're in front of camera talking to millions, talking to people. Hell, it might not be people viewing you right at the moment, but you act like you actually talk to the camera like there's a million people watching you because it's now your show, it's your own world, you know, man. It's like
Yep.
you have to be interesting, engage in the people, you know, engage, make it entertaining.
Yeah, of course, man.
I
You know,
find
it's like I always tell this to people. You know, they come and talk to me sometimes and say, hey, you know what? How can I better my stream? Things like that. You know, I do kind of like some coaching for some smaller streamers, and it's like
okay.
there's one thing that you really need to do is be positive. That's the most important thing, is be positive no matter what, because there are a lot of people that go to, you know, they'll start streaming or whatever, and then they turn it off early because they're like, oh, you know, I only have one or two people, that's not worth it. And that's not cool, you know.
Yeah.
And when people see you, especially if you have a webcam and people see you that you're like down and depressed because you only have one or two viewers, they're going to feed off that, and guess what, they're going to leave.
Yeah.
So I always tell people, have fun. If it's one viewer or 1,000 viewers, man, you got to make it happen, you know.
Or one thing.
It's just it's a weird mindset to do, but once somebody gets into that mindset, it becomes so easy, and people start noticing that.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one thing that I find people a lot fall into, like especially with gaming. I'll say this: people, they think, "Oh my God, it's a new game. You know what? I gotta post this. I gotta post this. It's gonna be viral." And I'm like, you gotta remember when that game comes out, it's all people have already beaten that in the first hour that it's been out.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
play something that you like and play like, hey, you know what, play like me, if I want to play some old, you know, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, hell, I might be good at it. Trust me, it was a game growing up when I was a kid. You know what, I love playing it, so I'll say, hey, I'll be good at that. But then, like, if someone's into like freaking into like Contra or whatnot, that might actually be really good because hell, retro is big. Even though people,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like I was happy to God. Like one time I was streaming one time a long time ago. I was streaming Kingdom Hearts, the original one, and people were like, "Wow, I don't see this shit. I don't see this shit anymore." They're like, "We can't wait until number 3 comes out." And you know what? I had a bunch of people talking. I'm like, "Hey, what's your favorite Disney movie?" And then we actually had a chat about that. I'm like, that actually added to the content, so we can actually have conversation. That's what I like about the whole interaction thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all about conversing with the people watching you or whatever. And me, I mean, I guess there are some people that they have a hard time multitasking, you know. But me, you know, I went to college. I have a degree in communications. You know, I've always wanted to be on the radio and be a
hell
broadcaster and
yeah,
things like that. You know, eventually on TV. Unfortunately, I decided to pursue other things, but
it
I
happens.
still have what I learned. You know, it's like you got
Yeah,
to be engaging. You got to interact. You got to be one with your audience. You know, bring them into the broadcast that you're doing, and that's what's going to separate you from everybody else that's trying to do this, you know.
yeah. I just find it. I find it really handy too. Like even like, I'll say this. I really liked radio too, and I really want to get into radio. But I'll say this: even when you're just talking to people, like it's kind of weird because you know what? Even just talking to people, it's even if like you're not negative, you're not down in the dumps about stuff. You joke around about stuff and you talk to them. Hell, you can talk to anybody, and the fact is, you make them feel comfortable, you feel comfortable, and then that makes you like 10 times easier to talk to them. And it's like, you know what? I like this. I love this gaming community because you know what? There's a lot more gamers out there.
Oh yeah.
Because I swear, like if I if I talk to somebody about gaming, you know what? I'm no longer this. Oh yeah, you. My sister. I'll say that my sister always saw me. Me growing up, I always play video games. She called me the nerd. It's all good. But I'll say this. I have conversation with a lot of people, and you know what? Like even if I don't know them, I'll be like, hey, what? Do you game? And then if they say yes, I'm like, what do you game? They say what console, and I'm like, yeah, fucking remember that. Oh shit, you know. Like
Yeah.
I had this 9 hour conversation about Banjo Kazooie. It was really bad. Oh boy, boy! Don't get me, don't get in on me, Microsoft, about Rare right now. So I was gonna say, have you ever like when you're first starting out, like what mistakes did you made, and how'd you get over them? Like how'd you get better? How'd you fix them?
I think one of the biggest mistakes was being really quiet and focusing more on the game. I remember the very first week that I started streaming again. I tried to bring back some of the things I used to do before. Um, so I wasn't a complete newbie at it, but one thing that I was doing was focusing a lot more on the game than actually talking to people. And there was this one, I forgot the name of the streamer, but I still remember what happened. This guy was like, "Hey man, is it okay if I can host you? I got 50 viewers. I like your stream." I didn't reply to him. I was more focused on the game, and he's like, "All right, man. Well, maybe next time."
Yeah,
And if I just would have paid attention from the beginning, I probably would have had a lot more success by now. But with every mistake,
we
you
all
learn from it,
yeah we
and
learn
then you
from
just
it.
move on,
We all
right?
make mistakes. Oh my gosh. Well,
Yeah.
yes, we know. We both know this. We both know this streamer. Okay, you know our good friend Oculus Owl. He was. I have.
Oh yeah.
If you guys look at a couple Tubecast back, he's back there. Anyways, me and him were playing Gears of War 3. Funny story. Anyways, I thought that the game was not playing, and I jammed the disc in the console. And I'm like, oh god, it's not playing. And I'm like pressing it like 20 times, the little button. I'm like, is there any other way to eject the disc? And then he's like, no. Oh, I think you have a problem there. And then I'm like, oh my god. And then he's like, what? I'm like, you're gonna think I'm an idiot. And he's like, what? Seriously, man. I'm like, yeah, I took the disc and I slid it a little bit under the console. So it was wedged between the console and the table. And he's like,
Oh man.
he's laughing. I'm like, and you know what? It's not even the right disc. It's Halo Wars. What the hell?
Halo
Oh my
Wars.
gosh, we were laughing like for a good 20 minutes about this, but it was worth it. It was gold, man. Oh,
Yeah,
even you know what?
that's funny,
We all
man.
make mistakes. You know what? Like even big part. Like if you look at my older at my Tubecast up to this point, I'll say this. Like you know what? I didn't have the best audio quality, and you know what? My audio dropped out. But hey, talking to other people, I had someone that dealt with music and they have a record company. I had them on my show, and the fact is, they're like, hey, this piece of equipment will help you out. I'm like, okay, cool. So you know your shit. You have a record company. Okay, sure. I'll take your advice.
Yep.
I took his advice, and you know what? It's sure helped me now. And
Yeah.
that's what you gotta learn to also. He even like he's the one. He actually commented on one of my videos, and he said, "Well, bro, you're cutting, you're cutting." And I'm like, okay, so how do you figure out? It's please, if something goes wrong and you get a bad, if someone says something bad about bad about a video or not, just ask them.
Mm.
Take that as constructive criticism, and it's just like, okay, how can I get better? Why?
Yep.
Because okay, if they don't tell you why, and if you've freaking taken care of it, by the fifth time that they tell you you suck, they're just trolling.
Oh yeah.
By the fifth
And
time.
that's another thing, man. Like, uh, I used to give in to trolls when I was like streaming a long time ago, and I would get mad and I would get upset. But when you do that, you just feed them, and it doesn't make anything better. So now I welcome all the trolls. I welcome all the people who want to, you know, talk crap about me on my stream. I don't even ban them. I let them do their thing, man. It fuels me. it fuels me to just make a joke out of it and have fun.
Yeah,
I think I think it's fun.
when you're not paying attention to them that they actually start to lose fuel. It's like then they just give up and they leave.
Yeah, and then they go away, and it's like, oh well, it's a lot easier than like, wasting energy on them, getting upset and oh, I gotta get one of my mods to ban them and all this stuff, and just ignore them. Go along with it. I say, if you can't laugh at yourself, then you can't laugh at all.
Yeah. Oh, so last question. Okay, what advice would you give people if they're streamers right now, and if they're starting to stream and they want to stream, or I'll say this, if they're on YouTube, if they want to do more broadcasting, I'm saying, what advice do you have for those people? I'm saying, what advice do you give those people, my audience?
Just stay positive, have fun, and don't let anything stop you. They'll have good days and they're gonna have bad days, but everybody has that.
Yeah.
So just keep on pushing, stay positive, and most of all, have fun. Show people that you're having fun. You'll be fine. Easy.
Yeah, it's just like I find a good word of advice I should give to everyone. I'm just saying this, but people, they feel terrible that they're not posting. But you know what? Things happen in life. We're only human.
Yeah.
Things happen. You know what? If we have to take a sick day or whatnot, I think our loyal followers or loyal people, that viewers, are gonna understand.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it was last week. I didn't stream for like 4 days because I was feeling sick. But
Yeah.
I started streaming again yesterday and today,
Yeah.
and the same people come to hang out. They still come to hang out. And I got new followers today. I got a couple new subscribers, and it's like, as long as you stay consistent, and those people are always going to be there for you. They really are. And it happens to everybody. It happens to the small streamers and even the big streamers. If one of the big streamers doesn't stream for a week because they're at a gaming convention, they're going to lose thousands of subs, but it happens. It happens to everybody. So it's okay to take a sick day. It's all good. Everything's going to be all right.
Like, people think they feel really guilty, and then they feel like, oh, I got to pull through it. Like, I remember, I felt like, now I'm not going to go into great detail, but I'll say one time I felt really bad that, you know what, I didn't stream, but at the time I had a death in the family, and the fact is I literally didn't feel mentally stable to actually, talk on camera without breaking down.
Yeah.
It just happens. It happens to the best of us, It's life.
Yeah, man, we're all human. Things happen, life happens, and the best thing you can do is keep pushing forward, keep doing what you want to do, and stay focused. That's the main thing. Stay focused. If you have a goal, if you have a dream that this is what you want to do, then go for it, man. Just keep going. Take those bad days with a grain of salt, and just keep on pushing, my dudes.
All right. Well, thank you for being on the show, XJayJayXD.
Oh, thank you for having me, man. I had a blast, for sure.
All right, guys. Well, you know what? I'm going to have my buddy, he's going to be in the comments. Give me pinned down in the comments below to check him out. And you know what, guys? Please leave me a like, because I like bacon. You like bacon. We all like bacon. Please, don't kill me. I like bacon because, hey, come on. I'm Canadian. It makes sense. It's like Popeye spinach, okay? Now, please, guys, leave me. If you guys think that I can get better at my content, or if I can work on something, please, guys, help me out. Leave me a comment, because come on, guys, gentlemen, we all know girls like guys with skills. Trust me, I need skills. My girlfriend's kicking my butt at Pac-Man and Donkey Kong Country. Help me out. So please, guys, you know what? Hit that bell. No, not Taco Bell. I am not sponsored by them. But anyways, hit that notification bell, and you get to see all my new videos. And stay up to date to the new updates that are coming to my channel. So I'll see you guys next time, guys. See you guys!